It is your Classic Metal Show right here on the ClassicMetalShow.com. That's brand new stuff from Masterplan. The name of the album is PUMPKINGS, a little tribute to the band Helloween. That song was called Still We Go. And on the line right now, we have the main man from Masterplan, the guitarist, Roland Grapow. Roland, how are you, man?
I'm fine, thanks. Thanks for having me.
Sure, man. Well, Roland, gotta say, was expecting to get a brand new dose of new Masterplan tunes, but this was an unexpected joy to get, man. Very good stuff.
Oh, thank you very much. Because, there's always, when you leave a band a long time ago, like Helloween, and you wrote a lot of songs for them and for the fans, of course, and it's a kind of babies, and I felt like after so many years, Helloween is not playing my songs live anymore for some, I call it political reasons, Okay. I don't even know why they're not doing it. I think they know. You should ask them. So I felt a bit the last couple of years, okay, now it's time to bring my babies home, to a different kind of, let's say, house or something, The Masterplan sound is a bit more heavier. Of course, I play also a bit different style than like 15, 20 years ago. Everybody knew I was playing Fender guitars. I changed a lot on the last session with Helloween on the Dark Ride. And since then, I kept this kind of style. So that's why the songs are a bit, let's say more modern sounding, but I didn't try to change them drastically or something. So I just want to keep the same feeling and vibe, especially also on the solo guitars. I still put my old Marshalls out and my Fender guitars to get the same kind of feeling what I had at that time.
Sure.
So I think the basic difference is the vocal parts because of this different singer.
Right. With this, was it difficult for you, because you wrote all these songs and they've already been recorded, with Helloween. Was it difficult for you to not change things that maybe you didn't like or maybe you felt became dated from the old sound?
Basically, if I would change them drastically, I think I would be even more frustrated, I guess. I think we did a great job what we arranged as a band or with the producers together or myself as a songwriter. I think I was, of course, inspired by the time, I mean, many of these songs are, of course, written 25 years ago or 20 years ago. And there was always somebody in the radio or really famous like Ozzy Osbourne, like No More Tears. Or I remember Time of the Oath was inspired by one of these Dream Theater songs, this kind of beats. And I always liked this kind of inspiration. And I always was the guy in the band writing, let's say, around the band. We have this typical song structures in the past. Everybody knows this happy Helloween style, which is widely famous for writing it.
Sure.
And I was more looking for the niche, which has to be filled, the cool stuff. I wanted to write the heavy songs or something like Still We Go. I was also inspired by Steve Vai, to be honest. All this harmony guitars inside. So I just checked it out the first time in my life, and I love this song still today. And I didn't know why I should change something. I like it like it is.
Sure. Now, Roland, anybody that knows anything about this kind of music knows that you are not only the guitarist in Masterplan, but it is your baby. With that said, were the rest of the guys comfortable doing this collection of your past work instead of actually moving forward with new Masterplan material?
I think not 100%, no. There was, of course, some questions like, do we really have to do this? Is it not better you would do it under your solo name, And I agree, but somehow I felt, why not, Like, it's the same, or would be the same if Richie Blackmore plays Deep Purple songs with Rainbow. It's the same,
Sure.
So he wrote it, and it's funny sometimes to read the comments on the internet from some of these diehard Helloween fans. They think it's totally not necessary that I touch them, or they even think, why I touch Helloween songs? They not even see me as a songwriter. It's like a totally different feeling to other artists like, let's say, Richie Blackmore or Yngwie Malmsteen, whatever.
Sure.
When they played in a different band, it's still the song of Richie or something else, And but they saw myself not in the same position somehow. And the funny thing is that nobody is mentioning Kai Hansen, who plays since he left Helloween I Want Out, Future World, and he's playing it with Gamma Ray, he's playing it solo, he's playing it with Unisonic.
Sure.
And nobody's complaining, It's funny.
Right. It definitely, it's a, and this is going to lead to something I was going to get to, but I might as well get there now. Since you brought up Kai, it seems to me that, with you doing this project and with Helloween obviously doing this Pumpkins United tour in 2018, outsider looking in, it almost looked like a slap to me that you are not part of that, unless you were asked and just didn't want to do it. And I was curious if you were asked and if you chose not to do it or wouldn't want to do it anyway.
I think that's the same, like I told you before. So they're not not using my songs live. I think the other reason why I'm not part of this reunion tour is the same. I don't know it. Nobody asked me. And the same Uli Kusch, Uli and me, we're still in contact. Not so much, but we're writing here and there on email or Facebook. And I was also in contact with the Helloween guys. So I really searched for, let's say 2 years ago, I met them in Finland on the festival. Masterplan played there, and we finished already. And I met them in a hotel. I said, hey, come on, guys, let's talk. Mm-hmm. So they wanted to run away from me again after so many years,
Right.
First time they saw me in Moscow, after 2 years, after the first album we were promoting and touring. And they were always running away in the lobby like kids, I said, what's going on, man? We're growing up guys, So, but finally I met them and I talked to Andy and the rest of the band for a couple of hours. Mm. Everything seemed really nice, really like for me, like a déjà vu, which I was missing, like part of this kind of, friendship or whatever that was, but they don't see me like that, I have a different view of them. I'm the oldest guy of these guys, and I told Andy, come on, man, we're not living forever. We should not fight or should ignore each other, I have huge respect for all of these guys.
Sure.
And I'm so happy I was part of Helloween, because without Helloween I wouldn't be in the business,
Right.
If Mikey wouldn't call me, at that time, I would be still a car mechanic, and I would be old guy with heavy bones and pain, still working on the cars.
Right.
And so dreaming about my hobby I had a long time ago, being a musician. So I have it. So I'm a happy guy. But they don't want me and Uli as a part of this reunion, which I don't know what the real reason is. But nobody asked us.
Well, it's definitely a shame because, and in the bigger picture, you were in the band a long time. You were in the band 10 years and stuff like Dark Ride as an example, just great material.
I was 12 and a half years in the band. I was longer in the band than Kai Hansen.
Right.
You see. But now Sasha, the new guy, I call him new guy. It's funny. But he's already 15 years in the band. This is like crazy, or nearly 15.
Sure.
So
it definitely.
So you see, time change. But I think it's. I think for the history, for the fans. They just released also for this reason. I guess this kind of Helloween book last year or this year. I don't remember. Mm-hmm. And I'm also part of it, and it's nice to be, mentioned somehow.
Sure.
But not for this reunion. That's funny. So they try now to say it's a keeper of the Seven Keys reunion, but this is also nonsense because the drummer died.
Right.
Ingo is not there. So for me it's something different, but I don't want to say it. Different reasons. People have maybe imaginations.
Right. We'll call it band business. How's that?
Oh, that's a cool, yeah. Band business.
I hear you. Now, Roland, an artist that's out there doing something, I'm going to say similar, but more because I want to know if it is similar or not, would be Udo, who's out there doing a very long tour, playing Accept tunes exclusively for kind of the last time is what he's saying. Is that kind of what you're looking at with Pumpkins or not at all?
Not at all, but I'm glad you mentioned him because I forgot about it. He just did this and nobody's complaining. People are so happy he's playing these songs.
Sure.
And of course there's Accept live playing and really successful. I love Accept, to be honest. Mm-hmm. One of the reasons is also because Andy Sneap, my friend, mixing guy, mixed all the albums, and I'm a big fan of his work. So I'm always checking it out. And I know Wolf was photographer on my solo album. and he lived there where Michael Wagner mixed my album.
Mm-hmm.
And so far, so I'm still in contact. I met Udo. All of these guys are nice people, really nice people. And Udo, of course, plays the old hits. And people love it. They go and want to see it, and they call, okay, the last time, you never know.
Right.
And but both are successful. And you see the differences, again, if I would do it now, it's like, oh, he wants to make cash. He wants to make some money.
Right.
Of course, we don't make any money. Come on. These times are over. It's just promotion for yourself, or for my ego to say, I bring my babies home, and to the family back or something,
Right.
That's the kind of thing, to be proud of my work, what I did, and that's the only thing. We're not selling albums so much,
Sure.
That's not the main reason.
Right.
And touring. To be honest, Roland Grapow alone touring or Masterplan with these songs, this would be disaster. The difference is, if I'm part of this Helloween reunion, is of course another ex-member, another history boy in the band.
Right.
This counts. They have huge success now. They make a big, you can call it even arena tour.
Right.
But if we go on tour, we have maybe 50 people in front of us. So that's not to make cash.
Right.
That's a difference. That's why I was also thinking maybe just to play in the future as much as possible, just festivals, because then people come not only for you, for all these bands they like, and then it's more a secure way of playing live and not losing money. So that's the basic thing.
Sure. Now, I'll be honest. I have not seen Masterplan play. So, do you play these songs with Masterplan?
In the moment, we play since 1.5 years, just the chance, because I thought it's cool. We went to South America, October 2 years ago. And so I thought, let's see how it is. They loved me so much there from the days, and I wasn't there for 10 years, I guess. And so we played it, and then we might think maybe for next year to add one or more songs, maybe only one. I don't want to change our let's say, live material so drastic,
sure.
to play old stuff even for the band members, it's not cool, I think if somebody would say, okay, this is so huge and successful, you should play only the Helloween songs, I would maybe do it, but right. not mixing the stuff. I'm so proud of the Masterplan songs I wrote, and we have so many good songs, we don't need so many from the past, to be honest.
Sure, and a big part of that, too, is that if you were to make that drastic of a change, then people stop taking... You probably had to work your ass off just to get people to stop saying, well, this is Helloween, this is the guy from Helloween, and actually judge Masterplan as its own thing, right?
Yes, right. And also there's I can't say... Maybe I'm wrong, but I think the camp of the Masterplan fans and the Helloween fans are not exactly the same people.
Mm-hmm.
I was hoping, of course, that a lot of people would join us, but I have so many messages on Facebook writing me, hey, I miss you in Helloween, so... And they're not even mentioning the Masterplan band. They don't even know that I play in a different band.
Sure.
That's funny. It's really a bit frustrating as well,
Sure.
That people like you so much as a guitar player and thinking you did such a great work with the band. But sometimes, did you check my other band out? Oh, no, which one? They're
right.
even asking. I said, oh, come on, guys.
and
How long should I do this?
Right. And the worst part about that is it's not like it's 1986 anymore where people can't find out. I mean, you Google, all you got to do is a quick Google search and you can find out what anybody's doing at any given moment.
Yeah, and still, if you go on YouTube and you see sometimes the comments and say, oh man, I never heard about this band. If I would know this 10 years before, they are great. It's amazing that still people, find it out by coincidence.
Yeah.
It's like something is not right.
Right, definitely, man. Well, Roland, what is next for Masterplan? Is there new original material in the works or not there yet or what?
No, something is there already. We started songwriting, let's say, 2 years ago when we had a break in Spain. After a festival, we stayed there like 5 days.
Okay.
We started songwriting. I have tons of ideas, so I'm always mentioning it that I'm singing more the last 2-3 years, private. And I also was singing the bonus track for Japan, I Don't Want to Cry No More.
Okay.
And I'm not really happy with my result because it's a Kiske version song, you know.
Right.
And it's not, I don't want to be, how you say, you know, that people compare him and myself. So it's like, you know, he's one of the best and I'm just trying, you know. So
right.
people shouldn't judge too hard. But I think I will be good or will be better if I have some original new song. I don't want to copy some stuff, you know. That is not so easy, to be honest.
Right.
And anyway, so going back to the story is we try already in October to record new material, and we hope to get to the mixing situation end of January, and release should be April 18.
Okay.
So that's the thing. So we're not promoting this PUMPKINGS album too much or something brutal. Don't worry. We will still work on new material now, and that's the kind of idea. And then after the next album, we see if we make a little tour or not, or just festival touring.
Okay. Fair enough. Well, as we said, the new album is called PUMPKINGS. It is Masterplan. And Roland, as a tradition on the show, we always let the artist pick a closing track from the album. So what would you like us to wrap this one up with? Maybe tell us a quick story about why you chose that song.
You played already Still We Go, right?
Yes, I did.
That was my favorite.
Okay. Mine too.
I think I like most of them, you know. It's like I told you, it's part of my history, my babies. I like Time of the O's, I like Mankind. Music is something special. This song was written already when I was 20 with Rampage. It's just an updated version we did with Helloween. So, but basically, let's take Mankind maybe.
All right, well, let's check it out right now. This is Mankind. It is Masterplan right here on your Classic Metal Show.